Hello beautiful gamer fans, and welcome to the first proper scripted video on this channel. As the years progress, video gaming becomes more and more advanced. Now it's more accessible and anyone has a chance to play a game on anything, even a refrigerator.
What are you doing?
Playing Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on the refrigerator.
Wow, that's the future.
With the crazy accessibility of gaming nowadays, you would think everyone would be on board with such a concept. Unfortunately, not everyone. Well, not me at least. Not entirely. And in this video, I'll provide my personal thoughts as to why I don't prefer PC alternative gaming. Personally. There are, as you know, multiple alternatives to regular console gaming for either improved experience or easier accessibility on PC. The alternatives can be emulation such as Visual Boy Advance and Dolphin, gaming on PC in general on things such as Steam and Epic Game Store, or fan-made remakes, remasters for games like Sonic 3, Knuckles, and others. Emulation is essentially when you play any console on your PC through a program that, emulates it. I will start with this alternative. Emulation has always been a bit of a mixed bag for me. While the PC grants you access to any console you want because of emulation, sometimes it doesn't work. Issues could arise within the game or emulator itself, and it may take me out of the experience. It is especially problematic if your PC doesn't run well to begin with and you're trying to load up something like Dolphin, for example, as not everyone has perfect PCs. However, I did say this is a mixed bag. I think emulation is great for accessibility reasons, and I even make exceptions for emulation. As a child, I owned a Game Boy Advance and a PSP, and so currently those are the two consoles I emulate, as not only do they run well on my potato PC, but they're ways for me to enjoy handhelds I used to have that I'd love to experience again, as I don't own a GBA or a PSP currently. The emulators I use are Visual Boy Advance for GBA and PPSSPP for PSP, and they work wonderfully. But there's an overall issue for all three alternatives that I'll get to later. Second alternative is PC gaming in general. I sometimes really don't care for it personally. Not every game works flawlessly for me because while Sonic Mania runs at a perfect 60 FPS, Sonic Generations runs at a 15 and it hurts the overall experience for me. I'm not against using Steam though, as I have plenty of games to choose from on Steam and some games were just gifted to me. I couldn't just not touch them, and I get a lot out of playing them on Steam, so it's all fine. The third and final alternative is fan remakes, remasters, and fan games. I'm a Sonic fan, and so naturally that means there's plenty of fan content, which is awesome. I played ridiculously good fan games like Sonic GT, Sonic World, and Sonic and the Fallen Star. I'm honestly not opposed to fan games. They're not entirely alternatives as they're usually entirely different games. Not all of them run well, but I'm not against them in the slightest. Fan remakes on the other hand, I'm not into them entirely. This discussion mainly stems from the whole Origins versus Sonic Classic fan remasters, remakes, and personally, I don't know. Okay, before you go typing in the comments, know that at this point, I do not think you're a bad person for playing these versions. And I'm also not slandering the games either. They're great versions, and I commend the fan devs for doing a fantastic job. Sonic 3 Air looks incredible. These are just my personal opinions. If you disagree, that's completely fine. Just know that I was never really the biggest fan of fans do better than the company. They do, but I don't think that's what makes it on the grounds for me to play it. I'm a little bit of a gaming purist, which brings me to what ties all alternatives together. I prefer the hardware these games were made for. You don't get the same feel playing emulation and fan remakes, as opposed to popping the disc and cartridge in the console and running on the console was made for. While I do agree Sonic Origins is rough, I personally want to support the officially released, made for the hardware version of the game, even though I don't currently own it. Who knows, someday I might finally try out something like Sonic 3 Air. But personally, I just don't think playing the games not made by the actual company or on the actual console sits right with me. Do I flat out hate it? No, of course not. I clearly make exceptions. I mean, heck, I play Transformers Game 2.0, a fantastic mod that definitely improves upon the original Transformers the game in every conceivable way. Check it out if you can. The developer's name is Digital Argon. But do I prefer these ways of playing the games? No, not really. Why play Sonic Colors in 60 FPS on Dolphin when I own Sonic Colors Ultimate and Sonic Colors on the Wii? Sure, Dolphin improves it, but I already have both versions of the game that has exactly that. I own the PS4 version of Sonic Colors Ultimate. Is Colors Ultimate amazing? No, far from it. But I like experiencing the remaster on the console it was made for. And if I don't care for Ultimate, then I'll just play the original Colors on the Wii. I already own these games on console. Part of the experience for games is getting the most authentic feel possible, and playing the games on PC just personally doesn't do it for me, I'm afraid. It feels bizarre playing GBA games with the PS3 controller, despite the fact that I do play it with that. But hey, again, if PC gaming is your forte and main way of gaming, go for it. I'm happy you get so much mileage out of it. Just know I'm personally not into it. Everyone has their preference at the end of the day. What about you, Mr. T Hedgehog? How do you feel about gaming on the PC? And don't even get me started on mobile games.